stories I do are about child molestation. And in this first story, Jasmine believed her boyfriend, Rashid, was molesting her daughter because her sister said she noticed signs of abuse. Take a look. You're here because you're accused of molesting your own daughter. You got to stand up. Did you molest your daughter?
No, Steve, I would never do nothing like that.
Why are you being accused of that?
My daughter has a wide imagination. She has a big imagination. She makes up things from anywhere. Like, for instance, there was a time that me and her was sitting in the house, and she just...
How old is your daughter?
She's... now she's 4.
She's 4 years old?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we were sitting in the house, and she said, Dad, you remember the time we was at the park, and I was riding my bike, and I fell? No, honey, that never happened, because we haven't been to the park with your bike. So she makes up stuff all the time. I mean, I wouldn't say she makes it up, but in her mind, it's happened. But in this incident, it never happened. I don't touch my kids. Just in case something like this would ever come up. You can't say, hey, Rashid did it. Right. No, you're not going to get that off on me.
Do you believe your daughter was molested at all?
I don't know, Steve. I don't know.
I mean, do you think Jasmine molested?
No.
Right.
That's sick. Come on, who does that to their kids?
Well,
I mean, I've seen people come here before, but...
If I find out that you touched her, it's going to be a real big problem. I mean, she can't just come out in details like that.
But wasn't you accused?
But I didn't get details.
It don't matter. It don't matter. But wasn't you accused of?
She described details.
I don't care. Wasn't you accused
Yes,
of?
I was accused, but it don't matter.
You're not gonna
she gave details about you, not me.
What details did she give?
My sister held up a bear. She asked her where was she touched, and my daughter touched right there in between the legs.
Do you, in your heart, believe that he did this?
I don't know what to believe because, I'm saying, when I look at him, it don't look like he would do such thing. I'm saying he's a great father. Right. But it's my child is 4. How
you sat there and you sat there in my face.
You giving details like that.
You giving details.
No, move. If you giving details, what 4-year-old gonna know give you details like that? What 4-year-old gonna say, my daddy made my sister touch me first?
He says she is a very imaginative young lady.
Okay, bikes. I'm in a park. Right. Who imagines I'm imagining my daddy touching me?
Right.
No, she's 4 years old.
Who imagines their mama is touching them?
Like I said, I don't think that she knows between a good touch and a bad touch. And when it comes to me, she don't give details like that.
Well, wouldn't that be the case with him too? Couldn't it be a case of, yeah, you know, both my parents touch me. They give me
not saying that he made my sister touch me too, and not in between the legs.
Right.
They were upstairs playing, and then my son came and told me that she tried to do something inappropriate to him. So I sat her down, you know, put her to the side, and was just asking her questions because I felt like something happened to her for her to have done this. And then that's when she started telling me about the other child touched her and that he was involved. And I was like, where did it happen? I was asking a lot of questions so it could be specific.
I bet you when she said that, you was jumping like a dog in heat, boy. I swear to you.
What I did was I called my sister.
And that's when I left work.
And that's when she left work. And I let her talk to her because that's her child. I'm just the aunt.
Did anybody take these children to a hospital? Or?
I sure did. I took her to the hospital. The hospital said it doesn't look like she was abused down there.
Right.
But that
I went to child services.
CPS was involved?
I had 2 people talk to her. They didn't even have me in the room with her.
There was an investigation.
It was an investigation, and they closed it.
All right.
But it's still the thought in the back of my mind. You know, I can't trust them.
Let's find out. Jasmine, we gave you a lie detector test, and we asked you, have you ever sexually molested your older daughter? You answered no. She told the truth. You asked Rashid, have you ever touched your older daughter for sexual gratification? He answered no. Have you ever touched your younger daughter for sexual gratification? He answered no. And the results for his lie detector test is that he told the truth.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Time out. Hold on. Can I get the most biggest apology?
Okay. I apologize, but I'm not about to give you the biggest because that's my 4-year-old.
Why not? You put me through a year through hell.
I don't care, but if my 4-year-old says something, I'm going to automatically believe her. You can't blame me for that. You cannot believe me for blaming my child.
It is always a great feeling to clear a man of such a horrific accusation. We recently heard from Jasmine and Rashid. Let's hear what's happened since the show.
Hi, Steve. It's Jackie. I'll give you an update. The relationship between me and Rashid is awesome now. We don't get into fights anymore. I don't look at him as a molester anymore. Everything is just perfect. It's going well, and I want to thank you so much for putting me and him back on track.
Since the show, I haven't had any problems between my baby moms. Things are great. I no longer have that cloud hanging over my head, you know, with the whole situation with my daughter. Things couldn't be better. The show has helped me out a whole lot, and I just want to say thank you very much.
More guest updates when we return. Welcome back. Today we're finding out what's going on with some of our past guests. In this next story, Alicia was emotional because her boyfriend, Montarius, admitted to cheating on her with over 8 different women. But that's not the worst part. She also suspected he had sex with her sister. Take a look.
He started to rub on the shoulder that I had surgery on. I did not have on a bra. He tried to get underneath my shirt to try to rub on my breast, to touch my breast. I mean, I'm just like, what's going on? Like, is he serious? I was pushing his hand like off my breast, like, look, if you keep trying to touch on me and I'm gonna tell my sister. I guess once he realized that I was no longer playing, he was like, don't tell her, and then he stopped.
He told me that he was rubbing on her shoulder and that she rolled over and wanted him to have sex with her.
And why did he tell you that?
Because when I went down there and she was telling me about the text messages, he wanted her to send pictures of her breasts. She didn't have no message to show me.
That he asked her for
Yeah,
this?
so I called him, and he was like, since you want to put me on blast, I'm going to put it all out there on the table. He was like, I was rubbing on her shoulder. I started and she rolled over and...
And why didn't they have sex at that point?
I don't know. They never said that. I just can't believe in my heart that somebody going to let somebody and not let them, you know, have sex with
Well,
them.
and I can't believe that your boyfriend all of a sudden said, nah, I'm going to stop right here.
I honestly don't believe it.
How many times has he cheated on you?
The times I know of, I'm going to say over 10, 15 times.
And you have a child with him, right?
A 1-year-old daughter.
Why would you stay with a man that would just cheat on you so much?
Because I want my daughter to have a father in her life.
What if he fails today for sleeping with your sister? If he took a lie detector test?
You ain't going to have to throw your chair off your show, because I'm going to throw it at him.
Okay. Before you throw the chair at him, we're going to meet your sister, and her name is?
Shanisha.
I would not have sex with Monty knowing he's with my sister. I love my sister far too much to even try to break up a family that I know she is trying to keep. No, and I know.
Well, at the one point in the tape, didn't you say he was?
When I had surgery, she went out. He was rubbing on my shoulder.
And why would you have him rubbing on your shoulder?
No bra
That ain't your man.
because of the pressure that it puts on my shoulder. I've had a total of 4 on that shoulder.
Right.
Exactly.
And then he was trying to go up under my shirt, trying to rub on my breast. And I'm sitting here like, you know, I was on.
You didn't need my baby daddy to do that.
Let her talk.
And so I'm like, you know, what are you doing? What's going on? And so I told him that he needed to stop, and if he didn't, I was gonna tell her. And so he was like, no, don't tell her.
I made a bunch of mistakes. I cheated on you, but you went overboard with the 10 to 15 times. And when I cheated with your we just met.
And
we
I
had
was
just
pregnant.
met. But who knew that?
I knew it. You knew it.
You knew that she was pregnant and you slept with her family member.
And that wasn't in no January.
How do you explain yourself out of that one?
Okay, I made a mistake. I told her. I tell her every time I make a, but nobody.
You didn't tell me until I caught you.
Right.
That's
You know
when
what?
you tell me when I
But
caught
listen,
you.
Hold on.
I'm the only truthful one here.
Alicia, you came here, you took a lie detector test. We asked you, besides one male while you were pregnant, did you have sexual physical contact with anyone else besides your boyfriend? You said no. In the last year, have you ever had sexual physical contact with anyone besides your boyfriend? And you answered no. In the last year, have you ever had sexual intercourse with anyone besides your boyfriend? And you said no. She told the truth. We asked her, on the night in question, were you the first one to come on to your sister's boyfriend, Montarius, in an attempt to have sexual physical contact with him? She said no. On the night in question, did you ask your sister's boyfriend to touch you in a sexual manner? You answered no. On the night in question, did you have sexual intercourse with your sister's boyfriend, Montarius? You answered no. Are you fabricating the story that your sister's boyfriend, Montarius, forcefully came on to you? She answered no. And the results for her lie detector test, all the results came back the same. And they came back that she told the truth.
So we need to get our relationship back together. I love you. Love you too.
Montarius, you took the lie detector test. On the night in question, did you have sexual intercourse with your girlfriend's sister, Shanisha? And you answered no. He answered no. Have you ever had sexual physical contact with your girlfriend's sister, Shanisha, on more than this one occasion? You said no. And to those two questions, he told the truth. Why did you just do that, man?
They've been booing me the whole time.
Because you know I'm going to be reading some more.
I just proved my point. It don't matter about the other stuff.
He knows the results of the rest of them, too. On the night in question, were you the first to come on to your girlfriend's sister, Shanisha, in an attempt to have sexual physical contact with her? He said yes. He confessed.
So you lied. I thought she came on to you.
Have you ever had sexual intercourse with anyone besides your girlfriend in the last year? He said yes. He confessed to 4 to 5 different women.
You know?
That's what I knew about was I can't even say the girl name on TV, but that's the last one I knew about. I don't know them other 3.
I told you.
No, you did. No, you did.
When are you going to say enough is enough
Today.
with him?
Done completely. Done. National television. Done with Montarius. Y'all can have them.
We recently heard from Shanisha. Let's hear what's happened since the show.
Ever since me, my sister, and her boyfriend, Montarius, has been on there, our relationship is better than it was before. Everything is great. My relationship with my niece is fantastic. And I am just grateful for being a guest, being on there, and having my sister back to the way things were before.
Shanisha, I'm happy to hear that you and your sister were able to repair your relationship. Thanks for your update. More guest updates when we return. Stay with us. Welcome back. For many years, Rebecca believed that her father, Fred, raped her and molested her, beat her with sticks, and even tried to drown her. But she grew up wondering why her father wasn't around because she couldn't remember him doing any of this. Take a look at her emotional story and stay tuned for an update. Do you have any memories of your father?
My first memory of my father is him being removed from the house by police. And that's all I really have a memory of him. There's nothing else. I ended up having to go back to counseling. When I was 5, they took me to counseling and all that. And there was investigation. I was taken to doctor. There was proof that there was penetration, but there was nothing pointing towards my father. He had taken a lie detector test once before, and it came unconclusive. When I was 18 years old, I reached out to him, yes.
Why did you do that?
Because I wanted my dad. Like, I wanted a dad. Like, at that point, I believed who told me, but I was not positive, and I didn't want to bring it up to my father, so I talked to him for about 2 months. After 2 months,
You never brought it up in those 2 months?
Never. And then after 2 months, I went and met him in a very open carnival. I panicked. I started crying. I couldn't breathe. I got dizzy. It was a horrible experience.
The moment you saw him, or?
The moment that, walking through the carnival, getting to him, the moment that I seen him, I couldn't stay. Like, I saw him, I said hi, and I turned around and I left. I quit talking to him for another 2 months. And then 2 months went by, and I called him, and I was like, why did you rape me? Like, did you rape me? Why did you do this? And of course, he said I didn't do it. And
Did you believe him when he said he didn't do it?
at that point, no. I told him he was a rapist, and I wanted nothing to do with him, and he was disgusting and a child molester, and to never contact me again. At that point, I did not talk to him for 2 years.
Why, after all this time, do you want to find out?
I need my answers, and I have 3 wonderful children. It deserves a grandfather if he's innocent.
There was another allegation that, I believe at 3, that your father tried to drown you.
Yes, I was told that at 3 years old we were at a swimming pool in our apartment complex, and that he pushed me into a pool, and someone jumped in and saved me.
But was his intent to try to drown you?
I do not know.
Right. I'm guessing this person that told you about being raped told you about this incident also?
Yes, this person told me about the rape, about the drowning, about the beating, about the torturing me with snakes and reptiles, yes.
And you have no memories of him doing any of these things?
No. Did you rape me?
No, I never would do that. I love you.
We are here today. Tell me the truth.
I'm
Did
telling
you
you the
rape
truth.
me?
No, I did not.
Did you throw me in a pool?
No, I protected you and pulled you out of the pool.
At some point in time, there was an accusation that you raped your 5-year-old daughter.
Yes, sir.
The police came, they served you a restraining order, and said you're not to go around your daughter.
Correct, sir.
Did you rape your daughter?
No, sir, I did not.
How could something like that even come about? You know, it's.
Well, I told people the best way to ever hurt me is to take away my children. That's what I told them. And then what happened 2-3 years later? They took away my children.
To be so involved in your daughter's life and to have that all ripped away from you overnight, right?
Yes, sir.
That had to be something horrible for you.
Yes, sir. Every birthday I'd sit there and think, it's happy birthday time, you know, and there was nothing
You're
I
missing
could
your
do.
daughter's birthday.
Missing her birthday. But every now and again, I was able to slip her a gift, which I would, as often as I could. And then I missed her high school years. I missed her prom.
You missed 5 to 18.
Yeah.
You missed my wedding.
Missed her wedding.
Missed your wedding. Missed the births of your children.
All 3
Children.
of my children.
Yeah. I always made sure I knew where she was. But I kept getting feedback that people were telling Rebecca that
You were a monster.
that I was a monster. I was standing outside their window. I was going to break in, take them away, and rape them, and all sorts of wild.
Boogeyman.
I was the boogeyman. For those 17 years, the other side of the story was never told. My side of the story.
If you haven't done these things, then a horrible, horrible crime has been committed on you also.
And I
That's
agree.
correct.
You know, this would give him a chance to get a piece of his life back along with her.
Your father came here today and he took a lie detector test.
And I appreciate you doing this.
Thank you. Will you shake my hand? It's going to be all right, sir.
We asked your father, were you physically abusive towards your daughter, Rebecca, as a child? He said no. When your daughter, Rebecca, was 3 years old, did you attempt to drown her in a swimming pool? He answered no. Did you ever have any sexual physical contact whatsoever with your daughter, Rebecca, as a child? He answered no. Did you rape or ever attempt to rape your daughter, Rebecca, as a child? He answered no. And the results came back all the same. And it came back that Fred told the truth. How do you begin making up for all this lost time?
First
I don't
step
know.
is a big hug. Just hug to my big girl. Hug to that big girl. Since we've been to the show, I get to see my grandchildren. I met all 3 of my grandchildren. I went to one of their birthday parties. My daughter and I are closer than ever, and my wife is just, everything is just running good. But, you know, what since the show, you gave me a new life. I thank you for the chance to hear my story. I thank you very much. Goodbye.
I'm happy that we were able to give you the answers you deserved, and I'm glad that you're building your relationship as father and daughter. Thanks for the update. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Today we're updating some of our most memorable guests. Mike was desperate to find out if he was the father of Diamond's son. He said she lied about being pregnant and then deliberately gave him the wrong date so he would miss the birth of his son. Take a look.
My ex-girl Diamond did so much stuff to me in the past that made me have doubts. When it came down to cheating, when it came down to stealing my money, even while I'm at work, she's going off kicking it with other guys. In the beginning of the relationship, everything was fine. Come to find out, she lied to me about being pregnant. I even bought her a pregnancy test and she refused to take it. I wanted to get down to the point to know if that's my son and also be able to spend as much time with him as possible. If this is really my son, she made me miss his birth. And that hurts me so much because I would want to be here for my son.
I told him 3 weeks before the scheduled date which hospital, what time, my doctor, and the room. And I gave him the hospital number. I was even looking up plane tickets for him to come. He chose to come last minute the day of and spend over $800 on a plane ticket. So that's not my fault, that's his fault. Second of all, never cheated on him, never went when he was at work, never went out, never did any of that. That's not in my character. If I'm with somebody, then I'm with you. And then for them to constantly lie and cheat, and then to make it seem like I'm the bad person, it's frustrating.
So you're saying he lied and cheated.
While he's on the phone with me, he has another female in the car with him the whole time, giving him oral sex.
Why didn't you say, hey, I don't have to tolerate that?
When I was able to go back home and get my space and get my mind together, I was done with it.
Right.
I don't deserve that.
You know for a fact that I did all I can. I want him to be my son. But you know the real story. Don't come on this stage. Don't come on this stage. Don't come on this stage and act like you just an innocent person. I tried over and over.
These people don't know me. What the hell do I have to lie for?
I tried over and over again.
My concern is my son and the well-being of my son, and make sure my son has everything that he needs and he wants.
Let's be honest right here.
Let's be honest.
You cheated on me. The reason why I have doubts because you cheated on me so much. While I'm at work making money, while you lived me over a year. You lived me over a year. I took care of you. You talking about you can't trust me to take care of my son? I took care of you. Why wouldn't I take care of my son? Don't get on the stage lying. Do not get on the stage lying.
What you do?
I took care of you. Bought you anything you needed. I took care of you.
So
you
that's
stay with
taking care of me, or is that being a
boyfriend? I bought you anything you want. Food is being boyfriend and take care of you because I feel like I should do that. You talking about you can't trust me?
Because I was living with, I could have stayed where the hell I was at. You wanted me to live.
Let's be honest here. Let's be honest here.
And so, like, say you're both telling the truth, right? Misunderstanding, you both think you cheated, but neither one of you did. And here, where we're at, you're yelling and screaming at each other on a talk show. Baby's doesn't have the father on the birth certificate. Over what? Because you both say you're telling the truth.
That's what I'm saying. And she don't know how to communicate with me. I try over and over to try to communicate with her, but she don't listen to me. She'd rather listen to another family member. She knows what type of person I am.
Do you listen to family members?
Do I listen to family members? No, because it all boils down to how I feel. Mom? I listen to her. I listen to her, but it all boils down to what I think and what I believe. It might go through one ear.
Did your mom influence you not to sign the birth certificate?
I listened. She didn't influence me. I just did it because I wanted to know for a fact.
Did she tell you not to?
My mom and my told me not to.
Okay.
Y'all sitting up here acting the fool now, but you was just together last night in a hotel. Let's keep it 100, okay? And yes, I did advise my son not to sign that birth certificate.
How do you feel about Diamond?
I don't dislike Diamond, but I don't like the fact that she uses her child to play on my son. Okay. As long as he's giving her what she wants, then you can see your child whenever you feel like. But the minute she's not having her way or the money runs short, it's you're not seeing your child. Okay. That's why I want him to get a DNA so he can know his rights, so he can get visitation rights and see his son whenever he feels like. She does not have that right to tell him when he cannot, can or cannot do it.
Hold on. Take a DNA test. And Michael, You are the father.
Taking care of the baby.
It just feels right now. Now I know for sure.
Be civil, be responsible, and your first priority should be the kid.
Exactly. I agree.
Can you move past this now and go from kind of like this point forward? You two say you love each other. If you want any chance of making this work, forget about the past.
Exactly.
Okay? Good luck to you. Good luck to you. We recently heard from Michael. Here's what he had to say.
I just want to thank you a lot. Coming on your show, we live together in a house. I get to see my son every day and, you know, teach him how to become a man and, you know, spend time with my family. Me and Diamond are happy, and like I said, we live together now, and, you know, we've been staying together for like a month. So I just want to thank you again, and thank you. Bye.
I'm so glad you guys took my advice and put the past aside to become better parents. Michael, I hope you continue to work hard for your family. Thanks for updating us. In our next update, Heather suspected her husband, James, of cheating, and he admitted to texting a naked picture of himself to another woman at their wedding reception. But that's not the worst part. Their arguments turned abusive. Take a look.
On our wedding day at the reception, I had gotten a text message from a girl saying that she had been receiving texts from my husband, and she sent me a picture of him naked. In the middle of the night, he'll be on the computer, but when I come out to where he is, he'll shut it or turn it off. There was a rumor going around that he was paying for sex. Recently, my friend has been telling me that she's been seeing him with other girls and leaving our house to go with these other girls when I was away at school. Every time I ask him about it, he always has an excuse for everything, but I've been with him long enough to know when he's lying to me. And I want it to come back that all this was just a mistake, that he wasn't doing any of it, and that he does still love me, because I love him so much.
I do these things.
Did you do it on your wedding day?
I did do it on my wedding day.
How often do you cheat?
I used to cheat. I don't cheat no more.
When did you stop?
About a couple months ago.
Why did you do that?
Well, Steve, the way I see it is, she didn't let me have a bachelor party, and I'd never got my last hoorah.
Okay, I understand. You didn't get the bachelor party.
No.
But why didn't you just say, hey, you can have a bachelorette party, I'm going to have a bachelor
I told her she could have a bachelorette party, but she still refused to let me have a bachelor party. My friends had it planned and everything, but...
So that bothered you?
Yeah, it bothered me a lot.
And you said, I'm going to get even with you, I'm going to take a picture of my penis.
Yeah, pretty much. That's
Who did you send it to?
I met the girl online.
And did you pay for sex? Were you going...
Yeah, I did pay for sex.
Okay. Did you work?
No.
Okay. So you take your wife's money that she goes out and works, and then you take that money and you pay your neighbor for sex.
Yeah.
His wife is here. She wanted him to take a lie detector test. She doesn't know that he didn't take it. She's not been backstage watching. She's in our seclusion room. So we're going to bring her out. But you're saying you're coming here because you want to be open
I want to be open and honest with her, Steve.
Okay, let's meet your wife, Heather.
Before you sit down, I got something to tell you. I have been cheating on you.
Are you kidding me? After all I've been through, the beatings that I took from you, 3 times you put me in the hospital. 3.
Whoa. See, again, I didn't get this part of the story. He put his hands on you?
3 times he's put me in the hospital.
And why did he do that?
Because I accused him of cheating.
And he beat you up to a point you ended up in the hospital.
I'm partially blinded in my left eye because of him.
Why don't you go stand over there for a minute?
I loved you. I stood by you. I lost everything because of you.
I understand.
And what did you give me? Nothing.
Look, you're not Miss Perfect.
No, you listen to me.
No,
what have I lost? I lost my family.
Yeah.
I lost my friends. What have you lost?
I've lost
nothing. Nothing.
You know, I have to sit around and be Miss Housewife. While you go to school, you come home, you dig yourself into school books.
Okay, and what do? Nothing.
I clean and I cook.
I got no money because of you. And now I find out you're cheating on me? What was all that for? What was all the time I gave you for? Nothing.
And I let you go out with your guy friends. I can't even go out with my girls as our friends.
I mean, do you hear what you're talking about here?
Yeah.
I mean, it comes out that you beat your wife to a point where you put her in the hospital 3 times. You've been cheating on her like a dog. On your wedding day, she provides all the income in this relationship, and you're talking about that you let her go out with her friends? I mean, what's the deal with beating up a woman?
You know, she hits me too.
She hits me too.
Yeah.
And you thought you were going to come here and I would help you mend your relationship.
I want to mend our relationship. I want it to work.
I've wanted it to work for 4 years, but every time I try to come to you, you never listen, and this is what it's come to get a straight answer out of you.
Yeah, but...
No, there's no but anymore. There's no I'm sorry. There's no babe, please, I'm done.
You didn't hear one other tiny nugget that you're entitled to hear. Why don't you tell her?
About the paying for sex?
Yeah.
What? You paid for sex? Every time you hit me, I covered it up. But I'm not doing it for you no more. I'm done.
I don't want that between us anymore. I want to work this out.
You should have
really
thought
do.
that the first time you hit me.
You're right. You're right.
And our wedding day, when it was supposed to be me and you and our new beginning, you were sending pictures of your small-ass penis out to people.
Wait. No, that's, no.
Get your ass off my stage. That door's a new life. Out that door is the Blob. Which one you picking? I didn't like James, and I'm glad I kicked his ass off my stage. But you wrote in and wanted an update, so we called Heather. Let's hear what she had to say.
Since the show, me and my husband have done a lot better. He hasn't strayed from our marriage. And I feel like the show helped us a lot, and we're now expecting a child together. And I'm really happy with the show because I don't think my husband would have done this well without it. Thank you all very much.
Well, I can't convince everyone to make the right choices. Heather, I hope he's changed and realizes the mistakes he's made. And if he puts his hands on you again, call the police and leave him. We'll be right back. Today we're catching up with some of our past guests. In this next story, Corey and Corwin were best friends until Corwin hit on Corey's 17-year-old sister. When she turned him down, he had revenge sex with Corey, and she got pregnant. But Corwin denied he was the father and still tried to hook up with Corey's sister. Take a look.
I never wanted a baby with Corey. My first thought was either adoption, which would have been the best choice, but if that wasn't an option, abortion would be the better choice. That's what I would have preferred to happen. I wasn't there for the birth of Corey's daughter because I just didn't want to be there. I don't love Corey's daughter. I'm not emotionally connected from heart to heart because it was a one-night stand. I did it out of complete spite against Amory. I've only seen Corey's daughter a handful of times, and I'm okay with that because of the emotional detachment.
You had no feelings for Corey. Why wouldn't you do something to prevent bring a child into the world?
I honestly don't know what I was thinking. I
can kind of guess.
I was so upset with Amory because I was,
You were upset with the 14-year-old?
I was 17. Like I said, I was young. Young and dumb.
You then went to Corey and you had sex with her to kind of make Amory feel bad.
I feel awful. I really do.
And then you really doubled up the damage by getting her pregnant. So you took a DNA test, but you really don't have any doubt that it's your child.
I don't have any doubt at all.
I just want
know who her real father is, to know that she has a real daddy who loves her no matter what happens between me and you. She needs to know you.
And I know this because I've done the same thing. I grew up being tossed back and forth between both families, and I practically had to raise myself, and I know you know this.
As did I, and both my parents loved me as well.
We're the same.
I have honestly not wanted to be with you since I was 14. This is all a complete lie because I am completely and utterly disgusted with how you have treated my sister, how you have trashed her, how you have completely torn apart my family over what you've done to us.
You are the father.
I knew.
The goal is for you to now help this young woman be a parent and take care of this little girl. That's the goal. Not to make you feel bad, maybe to understand that you haven't been acting responsibly, that you are missing out on the greatest thing in your life and you don't even know it. That might be the goal, but the goal really is, are you going to take care of your daughter? How about saying, I'm sorry, let's start over, let me be part of our daughter's life.
Kids need their dads. They need their moms. And I'm willing to help out as best as I can.
You need to start working. You need to make money so you can help her raise the daughter. But the biggest thing is, you need to go over there every day that you can. Every day that you can, go over to her house and see your daughter and let her know you have she has a dad. Let's find out if Corwin stepped up and became a father.
I just wanted to call and let you know what was going on with Corwin. He hasn't really showed up as much as he said that he was going to. I'm not really seeing much improvement. Hopefully things will get better here within the next couple months, but I'm honestly that it will.
I'm disappointed that Corwin is not in his child's life. Hopefully he'll wake up soon and realize what he's missing. Thanks for the update, Corey. More when we return. Stay with us.